going to start off by priming my eyelid, and I'm going to be using a new product to do that. I'm going to be using this NYX HD Concealer, Studio Photogenic Concealer. This is in the shade CW07 Tan. I'm really curious to see how this concealer performs under the eyes, but as far as concealing the eyelids, it works good for that. Set that concealer down. I'm going to be using another new product. We're going to use this on our face also, so we'll get to really see how it performs, but I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. It's time to use the NYX In Your Element Fire palette. This is what the palette looks like. Oh my god, is this not gorgeous? This is so beautiful, guys. I love these colors. I love this yellow, which we're going to be using as our first shade. This color really draws my eye also. You can see the pigmentation there. It's some really good pigmentation. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oh my god, I have to use that. Maybe I can use that on my lower lash line. I'm just going to blend this all over my eyelid, like even up to the brow bone, all over my eye. Not the lid necessarily, but just all over my eye. Like I said, these shadows are a bit powdery. Like when you put your brush into them, like even very lightly, you get some fallout, I guess, some kickback, get some powder going everywhere, but they do apply nicely to the eye. Now that I have that yellow all applied to my eye, as you can see, it's very pretty color. Not too bright, but you can still see it definitely shows up. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Now I'm going to go into this shade right down here, this gorgeous purpley deep color, a very nice fall type of shade. So I'm just going to put that on my outer V, and I'm also going to like put it in my crease. I'm going to put it all the way to the inner corner just like I did with the first two colors. As you can see, I'm doing like patting motions. I'm like packing that onto my crease and all the way into the inner corner. Also going to go back into the original yellow shade right here with the same brush that I originally used with the yellow, and just blend that top portion out so there's like no harsh lines and everything just blends together nicely. I applied some concealer right here to the eyelid, and I'm going to go ahead and take this e.l.f. like little flat brush, and I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to take this shade right here. It is a shimmery gold, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid. I'm taking this flat brush by Morphe. It's a very dense flat brush, and I'm just going to pack that on the inner corner of my eye over top of that wet concealer. And I also sprayed my brush with some setting spray. Then I'm going to take the other side of the brush, which is already wet, and I'm going to take this shade right here. Wow, so pigmented. So I'm just going to take the other side of the brush and put that like in the middle. And that shade, I like that first gold shade, but it's not as pigmented as this one. This one is just like bam, especially with the setting spray. applied some winged liner. I just used NYX liquid liner and applied some lashes. I actually used these lashes that I got in some bundles of hair from Soul Lady Hair. If you watched my last video, I'll put it right up here. Click the eye if you're interested in seeing. But they sent false eyelashes in each bundle of hair, which I thought was really cool and different. And the lashes are actually decent. They're pretty natural, but they're really nice. I like them. Not too dramatic, but they still do the job. I think they're really pretty. So now we're just gonna go ahead and move on to the skin. My face is clean. All I need to do is moisturize. I'm actually gonna be using this Glossier priming moisturizer. It says primer and moisturizer in the title, which is really cool. So I'm actually gonna use this as my moisturizer and my primer. This is my first time using this, and right off the bat, look at that. The packaging is everything. It's so heavy. It feels so luxurious and like it costs like a lot of money. But this, oh my god. It smells so good and it's so like thick and creamy and feels really hydrating. I like that a lot. So for foundation today, I'm gonna finally be trying out the NYX Total Control drops. I've really wanted to try this foundation out. It's gonna be my first time today. This is in the shade Mahogany. So let's see, hopefully it matches me. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this on my face. I think there's some inside of there. Okay. I'm like really scared of this foundation. I have 3 drops on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with this Real Technique sponge. I like that foundation. It blended out so easily. I like the coverage. I would say medium coverage, maybe even full if I would have went back over it one more time. I only did 3 little drops. I could have did a lot more, but I like this coverage right here. I like to kind of keep my foundation to a minimum so it don't get any cakiness or anything like that, and I really don't need a whole lot, so I just don't want to overdo it. I'm going to go in with that concealer, that NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and just conceal underneath my eyes. This concealer is kind of dry, like I'm like, and it's like not coming out whatsoever. It's like not a lot on the applicator. There's nothing in here. I'm already like scraping the sides and I can see through it, like it's almost gone. There's like nothing in there, cause that concealer is dry, dude. Like there's nothing inside. I feel like there's nothing inside of that container, and it dries really quickly too. It just seems really dry. Let's see how this blends out. Pretty nicely, but I don't know if I like it. A concealer package in this type of packaging, expected to be creamy. You'd expect it to be more liquidy. It's very thick and dry. Not thick. It's not thick. It's just dry. I went ahead and did a little bit of cream contouring. I used this Anastasia cream contour kit in Deep. I mixed together these 2 shades right here. I went ahead and carved out my cheekbones just a bit. And around my forehead and down the sides of my nose. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, and it is in the shade Banana. I'm going to just put some of that into the cap. It is like a little sifter thing, which can be annoying, kind of hard to get out, but I just put it in the top, and then I'm just gonna dip the Real Technique sponge in there, and I'm just gonna put the excess powder on the back of my hands because I like doing just a nice thin layer. yellow toned powders really work well with, you know, women of color skin tones. So I really wanted to try a good banana powder. I don't have one, so I have a LA Girl one, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite powder. As you can see right there, that really brightened it up. My dark circle, which is still peeking through with this concealer, as you can see, that just kind of airbrushed it away. I went ahead and set my cream contour with this NYX Highlights and Contour palette. This is not anything new, so I didn't show it. I mixed this shade and this shade right here and just went ahead and set those areas on my cheekbones and around my forehead and down the sides of my nose. So now I'm just going to use this Mario Badescu spray right here and get rid of all the powdery look on my face. Add some hydration back in and let everything just melt together. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my under eye with the NYX Fire palette. I have to use this shade, guys. I have to. I think I'm going to take this little Wet n Wild brush right here, and I'm going to like really try to stamp that really close to my lash line. Then to finish up the eyes, I'm going to use this Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. Brows a bit, and to set them in place, I'm going to use this Glossier Boy Brow. That's what it's called. It's like boy bye, but it's boy brow. It's clear, translucent. You could use that on your brows just to make your hairs lay where you want them to lay, or like me, you could use them to set your brows in place once they're done so they don't rub off or come off. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and yes, trophy wife, I finally got it. I'm so excited. I have used this once or twice, and this highlighter is like out of this world. I heard a couple people say, you know, like it's too much, it's not wearable, things like that. I highly disagree. It's wearable and it's beautiful. Maybe not for everybody, but if you have a darker skin tone, close to mine or deeper, girl, this is my favorite highlighter I've ever used. Definitely my favorite highlighter. So let's do this, guys. I'm using an e.l.f. highlighter brush. You see that? I will say it's very glittery. You don't want to use a lot, and you don't want to, like, you know, with highlighters you move this back and forth like this. Don't do that. Just stamp it on where you want it to go. Has a greenish tint to it, if you guys can see, and that is going so well with this greenish black under eye that I have going on right now. Oh my god, this makeup look is turning out so good, guys. I also like putting this highlighter on my nose, but just a little bit. As you can see, even that's too much. Just a little bit. I do not put it on my chin everywhere I normally would put it, just on my cheeks and on my nose, just a tiny bit. Alright guys, so the last thing to do is the lips. I'm going to be lining my lips with this NYX Matte Suede lip liner. This is just a new pencil, not a new product for me. I love this lip liner. Then I have two new NYX products. These are very old. They are quite popular here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you either own these or heard of them. They are the NYX butter glosses. One is the Intense Butter Gloss. This one is in Peanut Brittle. Okay. Then I have just the NYX. It's not the Intense, just the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. I'm not quite sure which one I want to use. I'm going to swatch them both and see which one will work better with this look. This is what they look like. This one right here, the darker one, is Peanut Brittle. This is Fortune Cookie. It's more of a gloss. This one has more color to it, and I'm going for, you know, more of a fall type look. Oh yeah, this is pretty. Oh yes. This is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. I am loving it. It's very fall time. It's very pretty. I really like it. It's kind of bold, but I think it's still very wearable. That trophy wife, guys, doesn't look this intense in person, I promise, but just like with the lights and everything, it's like beaming off of it. It's freaking gorgeous. So let's talk about what I really like. There's nothing that I tried that I totally hate except for the NYX HD concealer. I don't know if I got like an old one or something like that, but this is dry. I have so many other concealers. Most drugstore, I have a couple high-end, but they're all better than that. I don't like that. My favorite thing, of course, is this NYX In Your Element Fire Palette. How amazing is this? The pigmentation, the colors. I'm so excited to use some of these other colors like this orange. I love orange eyeshadows. This red eyeshadow. Whoa, my God. And they worked together great, as you can see on my eyes. Like, I love this palette. It's gonna be great for fall. This Glossier priming moisturizer, I have to see how my makeup holds up, but it was so moisturizing and felt so good on my face. A great way to like start out like your whole makeup process. Also, this banana powder, my face is looking pretty good. I do like it. I do like this banana powder also, so I'll definitely keep using this. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like this makeup look. Let me know what you think down in the description box below, and until next time.